Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me on today. Thank you for growing for a better way. We are growing and rising up in God, honey. Listen, um, I'm just a vessel being used by the living God. We've been on a journey. It's always been about God in the beginning, always has been. I fail because I fail myself to the oppression. So I took the impression and turned it inwardly. It's easy to take those scales and tip them. The scale can tip from oppression to depression very, very easily. So what we got to do is turn it around for a breakthrough. We got to begin to sow love and grow love. Because what you sow, therefore you shall reap. So sow a love harvest, for God to keep and you to keep, while you're here. Because I'm telling you something, being angry, being upset, that take a toll on you. It really does. It takes years off your life, honey. Being stressed and worrying and concerned and oh my goodness, what we gonna do? How we gonna do this? Where it's gonna come from? How we gonna get the breakthrough? Honey, I will tell you what, keep on worrying about that stuff. You gonna bring on even more stress. Even more problem. There go your blood pressure. There go your sugar going. You stressed out. You just worrying and stressing for nothing because the battle is the Lord. This God's anyway. It belongs to God. It ain't yours. Why you sitting up worrying and stressing about it? God gonna work it out righteously, the way it's supposed to be worked out. See, you might have stepped off in something, honey, but I'm gonna tell you something. God is there to catch you when you fall. When you slip and fall, there go God still. It don't matter if you locked down, locked up, wherever. You don't set up. Honey, God is in it. God has got the battle, honey. I'm telling you, the battle ain't even yours. Why you worrying and stressing about it? It ain't yours to even worry and stress about. I live around the lighthouse, honey. I can't even get no peace over here. I can't get no peace. I got to leave home to go find peace. You hear me? Even if I did watch TV. I don't watch TV, but even if I did, honey, I tell you, I couldn't watch TV and all this mowing and sewing going on around here. People want to come in and look at the refrigerator, look at this, check out that, see this, see that. 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, somebody coming over to see something. I'm telling you, it's busy at the lighthouse constantly. And then the spiritual warfare that's all around the lighthouse, honey. I can sit up and be stressed here about being in the lighthouse, just about being in this house. Can't even get no peace. But I'd sit up and stress about it, honey. I'd go out there. I can't even sit in the house if I wanted to. Because then I got the cat, Kyler. He ain't going to give me no peace. He want to be petted. Y'all really have to grab a shoe and threaten him for him to leave me alone. He know then it's time to leave me alone for real. He want to be petted constantly. It's always something around the lighthouse. So I got to leave and have peace. The only one who really don't bother me is my baby, my daughter, so I really try to really grab her and, but she really love her a long time. I mean, she just loving herself right now. I mean, she's blossoming. I don't know, when you see your baby grow from a child to a teenager, they actually blossom. They do. And you see it right before your eyes that they have grown into an adult. Right before your eyes. What happened to the baby I had? What a child. That was Labor Day. We had her. That was 17 years ago. Here she is now. And for all 5 of them, just watching them blossom. But it's just something about the last one that's getting ready to leave the nest. Just something about that last one. And but it's so what I'm saying is, God bless her. God bless the children. God bless the children of tomorrow as we grow in the day. For a better way. Don't be stressed out. I'm gonna tell you something. I want to tell you, look, a king asked me to do it, and I'm gonna do it, honey. He asked me to sing this song that this legend wrote. He wrote this little song, so I'm just gonna sing a few notes of it if you don't mind. Just give me a little God's time. This some of God's time. So I can't sing, so I'm gonna warn you. I can't sing. I try to warn you ahead of time before I break out. Here it come. But this time I'll let you know because, I got to hit some notes on this one. So I love you. Here it grow. Here's a little song he wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. In every life we have some trouble, but when you worry, you make it double. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now. Ooh, 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 ooh. Don't worry, be happy. Honey, when he came out with that song, honey, I stopped stressing about stuff. Because he said, don't worry, be happy. This legend, that's what he telling us. Don't worry, be happy. Just go through. Come on through. Come on out of it. And don't worry, be happy, because it do make sense, and it is the truth. When you sit and worry and stress, honey, that brings on double, because there go your blood pressure, your sugar. You just stressed out. All this gray hair coming in. You worrying and stressing. Oh, Lord, what I'm going to do next? What's going to happen? Look, don't worry, be happy. Because, look, God, the battle is the Lord's anyway. Just come on through, honey. Look, we're growing for a better way. Just give it over to God. See, the one thing, I love church. The one thing about church, honey, when you go into church, it's like just appealing to a certain group of people. So when you say Jesus saves, yes, Jesus saves. But Jesus, the Spirit of God is within us. The Spirit of God who created us. So you just can't say Jesus saves and in Jesus' name, because then you won't just include one group of people that's Christians. I'm telling you, and God, the Spirit of God lives within all of us. We got God and all in religion, all indoctrinated in religion. God all divided up, divvied up, God split up. God over here, God over there, God some of this, God some of that. God even, God put the name of God, put all off in evil, all off in the spiritual warfare. But honey, what I will tell you is this. You can indoctrinate God and abbreviate, put him over here, this, that, and the other. But God is within us. God is love. Church is in the heart. Love is where you start. It's all inside the heart and how you treat folks. Because look, in the end, my friend, it's how you gonna be judged. How you treated folks. How you treated people down here. You're not gonna get away. You don't get away with evil. They think they do. Because it's so easy to get caught up in evil. Trouble so easy to get in and hard to get out of. But I'm telling you, God makes a plan for you to turn around, my man, no matter who you are. God makes a plan. There is a plan that God allowed you turn. You can turn around and turn it for good. The ripple effect, it's going to expand outward. Just like a ripple does, a pebble does, when you throw it in the water, it expands outward. But look, every reaction don't have to be a negative action. You know what I mean? Every action don't have to be a negative action. The reaction. Whatever action you decide to take. Whether you take the counter effect or you gonna rise up on it. See, sometimes we go up on it first before it even come at us. Don't even really know what's coming at us. But we ready to raise. We are ready. Got that look in our eye. Ready. I'm ready to go there. Don't take me there. I'm ready, just already ready. Be ready to throw some love. Be ready for that, Freddie. Be ready to throw some love. Throw some love out there. Grab up some folks. Grab them up in love. Have a great big sweet sauna of love. Just kind of grab folks up as much as you can. Really, because you got to keep arms distance now. Got to keep arms length really from folks. You don't give them the elbow. But still, just show love. Just be there. A little touch, a little kindness goes a long way there on this journey that we on. We growing on a journey. Never, ever, never do I ever take and have taken God for granted, honey. I love the Lord. God is first in my life. He heard my cry. But see, my cry was always inward. The oppression led to depression. I took it out on myself. Other people take it out on other folks. But I never did. I took it out on me. I never understood why I went through all these tragedies, all these different things. One thing I begged God, please don't let me lose a child. Because then I wouldn't even know how to act then. I just, just gonna probably give in. I cannot even comprehend. the loss of a child. I can't even begin to understand that type of pain. But what I can tell you to ease the pain is that God's will is being done and their legacies are carrying on. The legacies of those people. Because see, I just happened to stumble upon a story. I didn't know anything about, I don't have a TV. I don't own a TV. I don't want a TV. It's too much oppression on TV. At least depression. Too much telling me how to solve my problems the wrong way. Be a deadly women. I didn't miss an episode. I used to run to YouTube try to see if I missed something about deadly women. And I said, no, wait a minute. Now it's too much going on. I got to step away from something. I can't get caught all up in this spiritual warfare like this. I might go there. Lord, no, God, you got to step in. You got to help me out here. I'm all surrounded by evil spirits all around me. Then I got this 6-foot demon. He don't even want to know about the spirit, the evil that's going on in the house, because he conducting evil. Two forces of evil going on here, God, and I need some help. And God came in with the side, honey, and lifted me up. I'm telling you, even when I failed, God lifted me up because I went on down to the end of depression again. Even once I came out of that haunted house was growing. But God steady held me on, lifted me up. I felt them virtually. Because look, I'm going to tell you something. I don't have no one. I don't speak to no one. I don't talk to anyone. I got two close people who are very, very close to me, who I speak to nearly on a daily basis. And but our conversations are not very long. And those are loved ones and my daughter, my children. As far as the spiritual warfare out there, there's family gossip, all this different stuff. I don't talk to no one. See, because what the spiritual warfare didn't divide up, the coronavirus went ahead and did. Messed up. So the coronavirus has done a whole lot of damage to a lot of families. It has. It has hurt family bonds. That was once there. Along with politics and different things. See, that's why we got to come out of this. This has got us all swamped down in all this stuff. What's going to happen next? We waiting around the corner. Breaking news is breaking. Everything is broke. I'm telling you, I love to come out and got to where I love the commercial, because when you go to the commercial, everything peaceful, happy. They singing the old songs. I like the one with the man pushing the lawnmower. He just a dancing and happy. I like that one. I think of it, but no, I just love that. The peaceful, happy commercial. Then we come back to breaking. It's all broke, but it ain't broke on the commercial. Commercial wasn't broke. They was happy then. They TV, I look at their TV, it ain't breaking. Ain't nothing breaking on their TV. Why is everything breaking? Because God ain't in it. We need God. God need to be in it, and that's how you fix it. That's how you fix it, CNN and MSNBC and all of these wannabes. That's how you fix it. You fix it with God. OANN, fix it with God. That's how you do it, my friend. Bring God up in it. See, I'll never see nobody mentioning God. That's why I can't tune in. I can't tune in and listen to that depression and that oppression. I can't, because it all mixes up and matches up into the evil part too. So, see, I can't be part of that evil breakthrough. I got to step out. Somebody got to step off the merry-go-round. Look, we can't have all this oppression and evil all around, just everywhere. No. We got to see the beauty there. We got to see what God got there. When you go outside, next time you go outside, stop at the stop sign. Not pause. Stop at the stop sign and look up there at the sky and see what message God up there for you. God got for you. Turn that radio off so you can hear some wisdom. Can't hear no wisdom with that going. You remember how the songs go in your head. So I remember that song, Bobby McFerrin, Don't Worry, Be Happy. It plays in my head, but I want to hear it again. See, play something uplifting, something that's going to help you, something that's got a message for you. It's a message in the music. It really is. A message in the music. Love is the key. Is it really? Yes, it is. Love is the key, honey. I'm telling you. Keep growing in God. God is love. That's the way to grow. We're going to grow up righteously. See, you grow up, you're going to grow anyway. So you can grow up over there in the spiritual warfare, worrying and stressing about this and that there. But I'm gonna tell you something, turn it over to God, honey. Give it to God. Then you don't worry, you be happy. I was in the store yesterday, honey. I was so happy, I was shaking. I can't believe it. Lord, I just can't believe I'm this happy. Ain't nobody hollering and screaming at me. I ain't got to hurry up, look at the telephone because he might be calling me. I ain't got to run and rush and worry and run home and worry about what I'm going to cook and stress about how I'm going to look. I don't even care no more. I go look the way I want to look. You look at me crazy, I'm going to look back with a smile on my face. Because I'm going to keep smiling and smiling fake because God gave me the grace. So there I go, honey. I got to keep growing in God no matter what. No matter what it may bring. Because the day done brought some real evil my way. It done brought some evil my way, but honey, I got to keep growing up righteously. So when I grow, somebody else see me grow. Hey, look, what's going on over there? What you got, So I get to sow love and grow love everywhere I grow. Every single day, honey, I do. I try to grow for a better way. I try to, a little kindness goes a long way. So I use a lot of it. I really do. I use a whole lot. Because I wanted to go all the way over there to Afghanistan. I wanted to keep on growing. Just keep on sowing. Just keep throwing the seeds of love as far as I can. So I just grab up the side I got from God, and just throw it all over the world. Yesterday I hollered out the window, grow, all over the world. Just scream that. I screamed it out the highway. That's what I did. God said, go tell them on the hedges and the highway. So I'm riding down the highway and I went ahead and screamed it out. Grow all over the world, because that's what God told me to do. See, I'm going with God for the breakthrough. So God showed me I am the lighthouse. I live in the lighthouse, but I am the lighthouse. The light lives within me. I might be dark, but still, honey, they believe the stereotypes about me. They believe the names that they believe about me. They don't know me, but they believe I'm this, they believe I'm that, and I've been named this and I've been named that. But God reminded me, no, you a child of mine. Here, grab the side, take the reign of your life and grow. Then when you get done, tell them, come on, hun, link up, lock up, rise up. Time to grow in God. So that's what God is. God is love. So I just want to tell you that real quick. God is love. You might have heard that God said give him 10%. Let me tell you something. God is love. See what it is? There's a little mix up going on down here. See, because look, somebody gave us the breakthrough a long time ago. It was a president, good man of God. He wasn't perfect, but he was a man of God, honey. He had God on his heart. So had God on his heart so much that the president, legend, Dwight Eisenhower said, I'm going to get him the real breakthrough. Put this on this. Bam. He put it on every dollar, nickel, quarter, dime, penny. In God we trust. They want to go chasing the paper here. I'm going to put this on the paper. Bam. In God we trust. Believe that. That's how you get the breakthrough. Don't go chasing the paper. Go chasing what's on the paper. Go chase God. G-O-D. That's the way to get the breakthrough, you see. It got the breakthrough to him so much, he wanted to put God on the everything you touch. Every piece of currency says in God we trust. So how you going to take that out of school? That's just being a fool. I remember standing up saying God in the Pledge of Allegiance, every morning, giving a pause and all of that. We had to do that. Because, see, we gave God the respect. And when you give God the respect, then it trickles down. It comes down to the principal, the teachers, the parents, and everything. Because, see, you got to instill God, because God was there from the beginning. So how you going to take God out who was there from the beginning, who created it, who made it? But you want to take God out the school. What are we trying to teach the kids? What they going to grow up and learn to be? Fools? That's what's happening. We losing souls, lost souls, because we done took God out of it. You better put God back in it, honey. If I got anything to do with it, God gonna be put back in it, because I'm gonna use my voice each and every day. I'm gonna carry the ball. I ain't gonna fall. When I shoot up, we gonna win it, because we on God's team. Come on, kings and queens. We gonna keep on keeping with the dream each and every day. growing for a better way. I ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna keep on pushing. Just like the sun rises, I'm gonna keep on believing. Long as the sun rises, when my eyes open, when I look to the sky, may be covered by clouds, but I know it's still there. The light of God, honey, and I'm gonna keep on pushing. Hallelujah. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. That's the way you do it, honey. Use wisdom. Use wisdom in love. Grow from God who taught you love from above. So God is love. Respect the Lord. God is moving, honey. God is moving. It's a time now to give God the praise for a better way. We are growing for tomorrow today. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. I love you. Let's rise.